What if falling asleep wasn't just you drifting off alone in the dark, but you gently easing back into something larger that has been holding you this entire time? What if the deepest kind of rest wasn't isolation or escape, but reunion? I want you to sit with that for a moment, or lie with it, if you are already sinking into your pillow. The idea that true recovery, true nervous system safety, true effortless sleep may not come from forcing your body to obey a schedule or tracking your REM on an app, but from remembering that you are woven into everything, that you are not a single mind trying to shut down. You are part of a living network that knows how to rest. We live in a TI-AME where sleep has become strangely fragile. We measure it, chase it, troubleshoot it. We die in blue light. We take magnesium. We listen to rain sounds that have never touched a window. We are more sleep-aware than any generation before us. And yet, so many of us are still tired. And not just, I should be gone to bed earlier tired. I mean soul tired. The kind of tired that lives in your chest, in your jaw, behind your eyes. The kind of tired that doesn't fully dissolve even after 8 hours in bed. You know that tired. You feel it in the way your thoughts keep moving, even when your body is begging to stop. You feel it in that little buzz of vigilance that never quite leaves. The sense that if you let go completely, something might unravel. And in that constant low-level alertness, we try to sleep. We tell the body, go lie amp now. We tell the mind, be quiet now. We try to negotiate with a biology that does not trust it is safe. No wonder it resists. Most sleep advice, even the good kind, lives on the surface. Temperature, lighting, caffeine, evening screen habits, and those things matter. They really do. But if you've done all of that, and you are still lying awake with your heart doing tiny little drum rolls under your ribs, then you know what I am about to say is true. The problem is not only physical. The problem is the story your nervous system thinks it is living in. Because here's the quiet truth we rarely say out loud. Most of us fall asleep like an animal hiding. We curl in, pull away, shut down, retreat from the world. We treat sleep like a withdrawal, like vanishing from contact. And on some level, the body reads that as danger. The signal is, you are alone now. You are unguarded now, and somewhere deep in the ancient parts of the brain, that can feel like vulnerability, not rest. So let us try a different door. Instead of imagining sleep as disappearing into nothing, I want you to imagine sleep as dissolving into everything. Not shutting off, rejoining. There's a very old idea, echoed in spiritual traditions and surprisingly echoed again in modern physics and systems thinking, that you are not actually separate. That the feeling of being a completely isolated self, cut off from everything else, is mostly an illusion created by attention. When you zoom out, you are not one small thing fighting for rest in a hostile world. You are a cell in a living field, a branch on a breathing tree, a note inside a chord. You are held in a continuous fabric of relationships and exchanges, whether you notice it or not. That may sound poetic, but I want you to feel how practical it is. Because when the body believes I am separate, I am alone. I have to control every detail of my survival. The nervous system stays braced. Even lying in bed, you are slightly in guard mode. Tiny muscles around the eyes stay a little tense. Shoulders hover, not fully melting. The breath stays shallow and a little fast, as if you are keeping watch. That is sympathetic tone. That is a survival setting, and sleep does not bloom easily inside survival. But when the body believes, even for a moment, I am supported by something larger than just me, a completely different physiology becomes available. The fight or flight circuitry loosens. The breath deepens without you having to force it. The heart rate lowers in soft, steady wave. Your weight is allowed to drop into the mattress instead of hovering above it. This is not a mindset trick. This is biology listening to belonging. So here is what we were going to explore together. Symbiotic consciousness. A state where you stop relating to yourself as a hard little island and start feeling yourself the way a wave might feel itself. Not as the wave, but as the ocean, in this moment, shaped like a wave. Symbiotic, as in living, with consciousness, as an awareness. The awareness that you are not just you, and we were not going to treat that like an abstract philosophy. We were going to let it become a doorway into deep, reliable rest. Start by noticing your inhale. You don't have to change it yet. Just feel it arrive. The air that enters you is not yours. It was inside trees. It was inside clouds. It was inside clouds. It was in someone else. Laugh earlier today. It was sunlight and leaf and wind before it ever touched your throat. You are literally made of exchange. I receive, I release, I participate, I belong. Now feel the exhale. Feel what leaves you. Feel the warmth of it at the edges of your nose or the softness of it at the back of your throat. That warmth is energy you no longer need. You are not hoarding it. You are letting it return to the field. You are part of a loop, not a sealed container. The body loves this truth. It recognizes it on a level older than language. As you breathe like this, let your attention rest on one ample idea. I don't have to hold everything by myself. You don't have to repeat it out loud. You don't have to chant. Just let it sit in the background, like low music. I don't have to hold everything by myself. You are not abandoning responsibility. You are releasing control. There is a difference. Hyper-control is the mind gripping every possible. What if it's the body staying in a half readiness that never fully powers down? Hyper-control is exhausting, and ironically, it blocks real recovery. Because healing, physical, cellular healing, happens in surrender states. Tissue repair ramps up when muscle tone drops. Memory consolidation strengthens when your awareness is T-scanning for threat. Hormonal cleanup, lymphatic drainage, neural rinsing, all of that runs most efficiently when you are offline, floating. So, in a way, the most restorative thing you can do for yourself is allow yourself to feel less like a single, separate I and more like a thread in something that continues without effort. If that thought makes you uneasy at first, that's okay. A lot of us are taught that rest is something we earn alone by working hard enough, proving enough. The idea that you could be allowed to rest because you are part of a living system, because rest isn't T just for you, it S for the balance of the whole. That can feel almost illegal, but stay with it. Picture this with me. You are lying down, eyes soft, body heavy, and instead of I imagining that you are falling asleep in your room, I imagine that you are floating in a quiet ocean, not a cold, dark ocean, a warm one, silent, slow, vast. You are not sinking. You are suspended, buoyant, supported from every direction at once. Notice what that image does to your neck. Most people feel their neck let go, just a little, the moment they imagine that they are being held from below. Notice what it does to the muscles around the ribs. You may feel them soften, like untying a knot. This is your body responding to the suggestion that you are not the only thing keeping you afloat. This ocean you are floating in, call it the field, call it nature, call it the collective nervous system, call it whatever feels soft to you, responds to you, and includes you. You are in relationship with it. You don't have to steer it. You don't have to micromanage the waves. You are allowed to rest in it. The way a leaf rests on the surface of a pond, let your breathing start to match that ocean. Slow in, slow out, gentle, circular, unforced. No sharp edges. If your inhale is 4 counts and your exhale is 4 counts, that's fine. If it has 3 and 5, that's fine. Don't perform calm. Let calm arrive at its own pace. And as you breathe, feel this, you are not going offline. You are syncing. You are allowing your little rhythm to harmonize with a larger rhythm that has always been there. Rest, in this view, is me shutting down. Rest is me letting myself be carried. This is the beginning of symbiotic sleep. The body feels safe enough to let go, because on some level, it knows it is not alone. So now that your body is starting to understand, without words, I am allowed to be carried. We can go a little deeper. There is a quiet fact about you that most people never get told. You are not just you. You are team. Your body is not a single organism trying to survive. It is a community. You are made of trillions of human cells. Yes, but you are also home to trillions of microbial partners. Bacteria, fungi, tiny allies that live in your gut, your mouth, your skin, your airways. It's easy to think of them as background, but they are not background. They're reactive participants in your mood, your stress level, even your sleep chemistry. They help make neurotransmitters. They talk to your immune system. They calm inflammation when things feel safe, and they raise the alarm when things feel wrong. That means how safe you feel is not just in your head. It's being negotiated by an ecosystem. You are literally co-regulating with life inside you. Think about how beautiful that is for a second. When you rest, they rest. When you panic, when you soften, they soften. It's not just you on the mattress trying to unclench. It's all of you, together. Now, why does that matter for sleep? Because deep sleep requires a level of physiological trust. Your heart rate has to drop. Your inflammatory load has to fall. Your digestion has to switch out of process now and into repair quietly. Your brain has to bathe itself, washing out metabolic waste. None of that is going to happen, well, if your internal ecosystem thinks you are in danger. If that ecosystem is reading threat, your body will hover near alertness, even if your eyes are closed. Which means one of the most powerful sleep signals you can send is not go unconscious, but we re-safe together. You can practice sending that signal in a psi-ample way. Bring your hand to your belly, not to flatten it or judge it or change it, just to meet it. Feel the warmth of your palm. Feel the slow movement underneath. I imagine, just for a moment, that you are not just touching your stomach, you are greeting all the little lives in there that help you regulate, digest, repair, and calm. Almost like placing a hand on the shoulder of a friend and saying, "We're okay." You can stand down now. You might notice something tiny shift when you do that. Maybe your shoulders drop a few milliammeters. Maybe your jaw loosens. Maybe the breath in your belly gets heavier, rounder, more present. That's not pretend. That's biology listening. Co-regulation is not only between people. It's between you and every living piece of you. Let us widen the circle. Think about how your body reacts when you are near someone, not fake calm, but naturally settled. You feel it, right? Your breathing sinks to theirs, your pulse eases, your voice drops. This is nervous system, resonance. Mammals evolved to do this. We scan each other for cues of safety. When we feel those cues, our own defenses soften. When we don't, we stay braced. Now here's the part nobody tells you. You can borrow that effect, on purpose, before sleep. If there is someone in your life, a partner, a friend, a pet even, whose presence makes your body feel heavy and quiet and unguarded, you can call up that presence in detail as you are winding down, not to get emotionally activated, but to let your nervous system remember, that feeling, that. What safe felt like. Picture their breathing. Picture the sound of them settling. Picture the way your body felt draped against them on a quiet afternoon with no urgency. When TIM stopped mattering for a moment, and your muscles went loose without you even asking. And just let your body imitate that. We're not doing positive thinking. We're redoing biological rehearsal. You are letting your system re-enter a co-regulated state, even if you're alone in the room. So that sleep is me shutting down by myself. It's me returning to felt safety with another. Your body knows this pattern. You knew it as an infant long before you knew what a clock was. You are not inventing it. You are remembering it. Now widen again. It's not just people. Your body also regulates with the planet itself. Your circadian rhythm, your internal day-night cycle, doesn't come just from inside you. It synced by light from the sky, temperature shifts in the air, even gentle electromagnetic patterns from the earth. Your whole system is constantly checking. Is it morning? Is it evening? Is it safe to be alert? Is it safe to drop? You're tuned, constantly, to signals beyond you. The problem is, modern life scrambles those signals. We flood our eyes with daylight at midnight and hide from real daylight in the morning. We live in boxes that are the same temperature all day and all night. We keep things bright and loud when the body expects DM and quiet. We feed the system day TA and then wonder why it can T-fine night. But the lovely thing is, your body will respond when you give it even tiny alignment cues. If you can, tomorrow, let actual morning light hit your eyes. Even for just a minute or two, you are basically telling your internal clock, this is day. Mark it. And that clock will, about 12 to 16 hours later, start releasing sleepy chemistry on schedule. Melatonin, body, pressure to yawn. It's like setting a time mirror in your cells with sunrise. And in the evening, if you dim the lights a little earlier, not blackout darkness right away, just softer, your system hears night is approaching. Slow everything down. It's a conversation between you and the planet. Even if you can, to change your whole routine, those tiny cues are like handing your nervous system a map. It doesn't have to guess anymore. It can stop bracing. It can settle. Now, notice what we're redoing here. We're gently replacing the story I have to force myself to sleep with I am embedded in rhythms that support sleep. That is symbiotic consciousness in practice. You are not muscling rest into existence. You are aligning with the larger patterns that already know how to rest. Let us go even quieter. When you lie down tonight, feel the contact between your body and the surface beneath you. Really notice it. Notice how gravity pulls you down and how the bed answers by holding you up. That meeting point, weight and support, is physical proof that you are in relationship with the world, even in stillness. Let your attention rest there, where your back meets the mattress, where your legs are carried without effort, where your head is cradled. You are not doing that holding. Something is holding you. You are allowed to receive it. If you've been carrying tension all day, emotional, mental, physical, this can feel almost like breaking a rule. Many of us, without realizing it, spend all day bracing against gravity, like we're trying to hover just above the ground instead of letting ourselves drop into it. We stay half lifted, half ready. Half ready, half hard. That posture leaks into bed aim. The shoulders don't fully surrender. The hips don't fully sink. The nervous system reads that as we're still on duty. So here is the invitation. Let yourself be heavy, not lazy, not weak. Heavy is honest. Heavy says, I am letting the earth take some of this now. And this is important. When you let yourself be heavy, you are not collapsing in defeat. You are completing a cycle. Activation, settling, charge, discharge day, night, inhale, exhale. You are allowed to have a settling phase. You are not meant to live in permanent activation. Your body is not designed for endless on. So, feel the weight. Feel gravity taking you in. Feel the surface below you saying, I want you. You can let go now. If thoughts keep moving, you don't have to stop thinking to rest. You just have to stop gripping the thoughts. Let them pass like birds at dusk. They're allowed to fly. You are allowed to stay. As you lie there, breathing easily, I want you to notice something subtle. The edges of you start to blur. At first, you feel like a body in a bed, separate, defined. Then, if you stay with the softness, you start to feel less like a hard outline and more like warmth spreading into the space around you, like your presence is gently diffusing into the room. You might feel a fuzziness at the boundary of your skin, a sense that you are here, but also a little more than just here. That's not mystical. That's your sensory system downshifting. Your brain stops drawing such sharp lines around me and not me, because sharp boundaries are useful for alertness, not for surrender. In deep rest, those boundaries can relax. You become less like a guarded point and more like a field. And that right there is the doorway. Because once you are in that field state, sleep is no longer something you chase. It's something you are already mostly in. Your body, your microbes, your heart rhythm, your breathing, your history of being held, your memory of morning light, the quiet pressure of the mattress, the low hum of the planet turning beneath you. All of it is working together, right now, to carry you into the kind of rest that repairs you. You are not falling away from the world. You are settling back into it, and you are allowed to go. And if you are still here, still listening, still hovering in that soft space between awake and almost, there is something important we should talk about. Guilt. You'd be amazed how many people can fall asleep. Not because they not tired, but because some quiet part of them doesn't think they allowed to. Maybe you felt it. That little mental list of what you didn't finish, didn't answer, didn't fix. That sense that if you rest now, you are wasting time. That voice that says, other people are still working. You don't deserve to shut off yet. Let us sit with that honestly. Because on the surface, that sounds like productivity pressure, but underneath, it's actually about safety. If your nervous system learned, even quietly, that love or belonging or approval depended on staying useful, staying helpful, staying vigilant, staying available, then letting go can feel dangerous. Your body doesn't experience rest as comfort. It experiences rest as risk. As in, if I stop, will I still be okay? Will I still be loved? Will everything fall apart? If that feels like you, there is nothing wrong with you. Your system is doing exactly what it adapted to do, protect connection. But here is the reframe, the one your body is ready to hear. Rest is not you abandoning everyone. Rest is you rejoining everyone. Remember that you are not a single isolated unit trying to carry the entire load personally. You are part of a shared organism, biologically, emotionally, ecologically. Your nervous system is wired to co-regulate with other living systems. Your body literally expects help. It was never built to run as a lone emergency generator forever. So when you rest, you are not dropping the rope. You are letting the net hold you for a while. There is a difference. Quietly, in your own mind, it's not all mine tonight. Just that, it's not all mine tonight. Feel what happens in your body when you say that. Does the chest loosen a notch? Does the stomach unclench a little? Does the forehead soften? Even a small release is your system admitting, oh, I don't actually have to hover on high alert for the next 8 hours. I can pass the watch to something else. Something else can be your environment. The walls, the locked door, the night itself. Something else can be the people you trust. Something else can be, amply, the fact that the world keeps moving while you sleep and has always kept moving while you sleep. You've let go before. The world didn't vanish while you were gone. You didn't stop being you. You didn't lose your worth. You woke up and life was still here to greet you. That, as evidence, your body keeps a record of that. It knows how to come back. You can let it go again. Now, bring attention back to the feeling of being held. Not in an abstract way, in a physical, immediate way. Notice the way your ribs expand on the inhale, and then notice the moment. It is brief, but it is there. When the exhale starts and your whole body just gives in, there is a tiny surrender point at the top of each breath. It's like cresting a wave and then sliding down the other side. Ride that slide. That exhale is your parasympathetic system stepping forward. That is the branch of your nervous system that says, we are not under attack. We are allowed to digest, heal, and sleep. When that system is online, heart rate drops, blood pressure eases, muscles unlock, inflammation calms. Your immune system actually gets smarter, more precise, less panicked. Your repair chemistry ramps up. This is when the work of healing happens. This is when memory consolidates and tissues recover and internal noise settles into signal. Deep sleep is not idleness. It is maintenance. It is restoration. It is you returning yourself to usable, whole form, so you can keep going. You are not being lazy. You are literally doing repair. And when you allow that repair, you are not the only one who benefits. The people who love you get a more regulated you tomorrow. The world around you gets a less depleted you. The little community that is your body, all those cells and microbes and electrical rhythms, gets a calmer environment to exist in. Your rest is an offering to the network. This is symbiosis in practice. Your well-rested body supports the system, and the system in turn, can lean on you when you are strong again. You are not hoarding energy. You are circulating it now. If your mind is still busy, because some thoughts don't just drift, they cling, here is a gentle move. Instead of trying to think of nothing, which almost never works, try giving your mind a task that is safe. Not productive, not urgent, just safe. For example, I imagine a very quiet place you've been. Not a fantasy place, not somewhere you wish you were, somewhere real, somewhere your body already knows. Maybe it's the passenger seat of a car on a calm drive at dusk. Maybe it's a spot outside where you felt sun, warm and unbothered, with background sounds, but no demands. Don't analyze it. Just scan it with your senses. What did the air smell like? Was there a faint hum, fridge, fan, highway in the distance? How did your body sit or lie there? Curled, sprawled, heavy, propped. Let yourself inhabit that posture. Let your breath match the breath you had there. Let your face fall the way it did there. This is not nostalgia. This is nervous system recall. You are telling your body, we have been safe before. Here's the proof. We remember how to do it. That memory is not a thought. It's a physiological template. When you pull it in, your heart rate follows it. Your muscles follow it. Your gut tension follows it. The whole colony of you leans in that direction. And now, because you are closer to sleep than you think, we can talk about the last layer, belonging. So many people can fall asleep because their system is still trying to solve, where do I fit? We are social creatures. We regulate through connection. Even if you like being alone, even if you are independent, your biology still scans for inclusion, for tribe, for who sees me, who would notice if I disappeared. When that question feels unsettled, the body resists powering down. Staying awake becomes a form of self-surveillance. I can sleep yet. I still have to hold my place. But listen to this and let it land in the body. Not just the mind, you are already inside the web. Even if the room is quiet, even if no one is texting you right now, even if you feel, on the surface, like you are carrying yourself alone, you are woven into more than you are aware of, into memory. There are people who think of you when you are not there, into routines. There are spaces that expect you, that are shaped around you. Into ecosystems, you breathe out what the plants breathe in. They breathe out what you need. Into biology, your cells talk to each other all night, monitoring, repairing, collaborating like nocturnal workers restoring a city while it sleeps. You are not vanishing when you sleep. You are letting the network hold you in place. If you want, you can say gently, in your mind, I belong in this moment. I'm held in this moment. I am allowed to rest in this moment, not forever, not some huge promise, just this moment, because sleep doesn't require you to promise 8 hours. Sleep asks for now. Can you loosen now? Can you float now? Can you let someone else? The bed, the dark, the rhythm of breathing. Keep watch for just this 1 minute. That's all you ever actually have to surrender. In and down, out and release. That's it. That single exhale is you practicing trust. That single exhale is you letting the world support you. The way it supports every sleeping animal, every resting branch, every tide that finally leans back and says, I'll come in again tomorrow. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the warmth gathering in your hands, in your chest, in your stomach, in your throat, in your face. Feel how, right now, nothing is being asked of you except to be here and soften. You are allowed to be here and soften. You've done enough for tonight. You are enough for tonight. You can let go, and the world will keep turning. Let your body fall into that truth, like a stone into deep water. And let the water close over you, unhurried, holding you in the dark, in a way that says, rest now, we've got you. And as you settle deeper, we can let one more layer melt. The idea of me and not me. When you are wide awake, in the day aim, your mind spends a lot of effort keeping that line sharp. This is me, my thoughts, my work, my responsibility, my stress, my future. That edge can feel protective, like a wall. But it's also exhausting. Because if you are the only one holding everything, there is never a moment where you can set it down. Sleep is the place where that edge softens, not in a scary way, in a relieving way. Think about it. When you fall asleep, your body doesn't ask your permission to keep you alive. You don't lie there and consciously manage your blood pressure. You don't micromanage your digestion. You are not sitting in there flipping switches to regulate temperature and hormones and immune response. It's all handled for you, by you, but not the thinking you, by the rest of you, by the living system you belong to. That quiet, automatic cooperation is proof your body is not one thing. It's an ecosystem working in harmony to keep you safe, even when you are gone to the world. Inside you, right now, thousands of tiny processes are communicating, adjusting, adapting, heart, lungs, gut, brain. They constantly talking to each other in the dark. There are microbes in your digestive tract, helping you extract nutrients and even influencing mood chemistry in your brain. There are glial cells in your nervous system sweeping out waste while you sleep, clearing byproducts so you can wake clearer, more stable. You don't manage that. You just benefit from it. You are being cared for from the inside. So when you feel alone, when you feel like everything rests on you, it can help to tell yourself the truer story. I am not alone. I am made of cooperation. Let that land. Because when you understand that you are already built of support, it becomes easier to accept support from outside yourself, too. I imagine now that your awareness is wide enough, just a little, like opening a window in a very quiet room. You can feel your body. Yes, the heaviness of your shoulders, the slow drift of your breath. But you can also feel beyond your body. Notice the air touching your skin. Notice the subtle temperature where fabric meets you. Notice the faint pressure of gravity, holding you against the bed like a hand. You and the room are in contact. You and the air are in dialogue. You are not floating alone in space. You are anchored, you are nested, you are placed. That sense of being placed is deeply regulating for the nervous system. When your body feels safely anchored, it stops scanning for threat quite so intensely. The watchfulness can loosen. The muscles guarding your ribs can finally let go. The jaw that's been clenching for hours can soften without you having to pry it open. Your throat can stop bracing. Your belly can stop holding. This is how your system tells itself. We re-allowed to rest. We re-in a held environment. So let yourself feel held. Feel the way the mattress rises up to meet you. You are not falling. You are being carried. The weight you are giving to the bed is being absorbed, mirrored back, supported. You don't have to resist gravity. You can surrender to it. You can even, I imagine, if it helps, that everything below you is softer and deeper than it looks, like you are resting not on a surface, but on layers and layers of quiet earth, soil, moss, root systems, bedrock. All of it patient, all of it unhurried. All of it older than your tension and completely uninterested in your anxiety. The ground is not asking you to perform. The ground is offering to hold you, without condition. If that IMH makes you feel calmer, stay there. If it doesn't, try this. Instead, picture yourself underwater, not in cold, dark, panicky ocean water, but in that warm, perfectly buoyant float where you are just suspended. Your liambs aren't fighting. Your neck isn't steening. You are not lifting yourself. You are amply being carried. The water cradles your weight for you. You do not have to earn this. You do not have to apologize for this. You are made for this. You are allowed to be carried. Now, notice something about those images. The earth holding you, the water buoying you. In both cases, rest is not isolation. It's connection. Sleep is connection. Sleep is cooperation. Sleep is letting the rest of the system, the larger system, lean in and do its job while you stop doing yours for a while. And somewhere deep in you, your body already understands this. That's why, when you are finally safe, sleep comes on its own. You don't have to force it. You have to allow it. So that's our only work right now. Allowing, not pushing, not chasing. Allowing. Let your eyes be heavy. Let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. Let your shoulders sink lower. Let your hands be loose. Let your stomach soften. Let the muscles around your spine stop holding you up. Let the brow unfurrow. Let small lines around your eyes release. Breathe in slow. Hold for a moment. Breathe out even slower. Again. In pause, out, and with each exhale, you are signaling safety. You are sending a quiet message down through your vagus nerve into your heart, your lungs, your gut. Stand down. We re-okay. We re-okay. We re-okay. That message ripples. Heart rate drops. Blood vessels relax. Stress hormones begin to taper. Inflammation eases. Pain signals dull. Sleep hormones start to rise. Your inner world rearranges itself into night mode. Your body opens the door to deep sleep chemistry, because you told it, not with thoughts, but with breath. I choose rest. And now, one last worry. Something you should fix before you are allowed to let go. Don't fight it. Fighting it just feeds it. Instead, give it a place to wait. Picture a ample shelf. Nothing dramatic, just a quiet shelf in a quiet room. Put that thought there. Not erased, not denied. Just placed waiting for you in the morning. Tell it, gently, I will come back for you after I sleep. Your mind will accept that more easily than go away. It doesn't like to abandon, but that's okay with pausing, because you are not quitting. You are resting, and rest is part of the work. Now we come to the sweetest part. This is the part where you are allowed to stop holding up the day. Let the day drop. Let the stories drop. Who you were today, what you had to be, how you were seen, how you were in pieces, what you said, what you didn't say. Let tomorrow drop. What you have to do, who you have to show up as, what needs to happen, what might happen, what could go wrong. Let all of it slide down and away like sand pouring off your hands. And what's left is just you, breathing. In the dark, warm, safe. Carrie, you don't have to narrate anything anymore. You don't have to solve anything anymore. You don't have to prove anything anymore. All you have to do is fall. Fall inward. Fall downward. Fall into weight and warmth and dark and breath. Let your inhale be the tide coming in. Let your exhale be the tide going out. In and out. In and out. Each exhale pulling you a little deeper under the surface of thought. Each exhale diaming the edges of the room. Each exhale softening the outlines of the body. You are not disappearing. You are rejoining. You are returning to the network that has held you since the beginning. Body, breath, earth, night, nothing is required of you now. You've done enough. Rest. And as you sink even further, there is something gentle I want you to notice. You don't have to hold your mind in place either. You don't have to think calm thoughts. You don't have to stay present. You don't have to clear your head. Drifting is allowed. Let your thoughts do whatever they want to do right now. Let them wander. Let them dissolve. Let them blur at the edges. They can replay a memory, invent a scene, slip into nonsense. That's okay. That's your brain easing you from waking logic into dreaming logic. That soft slide is not a failure to sleep. That soft slide is sleep beginning. If an I Am Mage shows up, a hallway, a coastline at night, a kitchen from childhood, a face you can quite place. You don't have to chase it or analyze it. Just let it hover, like a lantern in fog. You can watch it for a moment, and then let it fade on its own. You are not the narrator anymore. You are the passenger. Your thinking mind, the one that's been steering all day, is allowed to unhook from the wheel. Your deeper mind, the quieter mind, the older mind, the body. Mind is taking over now. The one that knows how to heal you without asking, how to file memories, how to rebalance mood chemistry, how to repair tiny tears in muscle and ease micro inflammation and steady the heart for tomorrow. The part of you that works while you sleep, so you can wake and try again. Let it take over. You've done enough for one day. Feel for a moment how kind that is. Not dramatic, not cosmic, just kind. Because rest is kindness, not laziness, not weakness. Kindness, and you deserve to be treated kindly, especially by yourself. The version of you that fought through today, through noise, through interruption, through little spikes of tension, no one else even saw. That version of you is allowed to be held now, like a tired child wrapped in a blanket and carried to bed. You don't have to earn softness. Softness is a right. Breathe in, slow. Breathe out, slower, again. And as you breathe, I want you to try something very small. With your next exhale, whisper this to yourself, not out loud, just in your own head, softly, like you are telling a secret to someone you love. I can rest now. That's it. No affirmations, no speeches, just that. I can rest now. Say it again on the next slow exhale. Let your body hear it, because sometimes the body doesn't sleep, because no one told it that it's allowed to. It's been on alert all day, running scenarios, bracing for the next thing. You can end that signal. You can send a new one. I can rest now. Feel how your shoulders respond. Feel how your throat responds. Feel how the tiny muscles behind your eyes respond. Good. Now, we're going to let the edges soften even more. Notice how the boundary of your body is starting to blur. Not in a scary way, in a comfortable way. Your hands are no longer sharply defined. Your legs are more sensation than shape. Your back is more warmth than outline. You are not so much lying on the bed anymore. You are more like you are part of what you are lying on, part of the fabric, part of the air. Part of the dark. This is the nervous system letting go of vigilance. This is what it feels like when me and around me stop arguing and agree to rest together. You can lean into that. You can let yourself dissolve into comfort. If you want, I imagine there's a quiet glow low in your chest. Nothing bright, nothing electric. Just a diam, steady warmth, like banked coals in a fireplace. You don't have to see it clearly. Just know that it's there. That glow is your center tonight. That is the steady place. Everything else can fall away. Thoughts can wander off. Muscles can detach from effort. Joints can loosen. Liambs can go pleasantly, deeply heavy. But that warm point in the middle of you stays. Calm, slow. Steady, safe. Rest there. Float there. Let yourself breathe from that place. You are not trying now. You are not doing now. You are just being breathed. In and out, in and out. And with each slow breath, the world around you gets softer. Like someone is slowly diamming the lights on reality. Details fade. Edges fade. Diami fades. You don't have to keep track of how long you've been here. You don't have to keep track of what comes next. There is no next. There is only this breath and this drift. And now, just for a moment, pull the view farther back. I imagine gently that you could see yourself from above. Nothing invasive, nothing clinical, just a soft, quiet view. You, resting, you, safe. You supported. Your body curled or stretched or nestled exactly how it wants to be. Your face loose, your yaw released, your hands peaceful. There is so much tenderness in that quiet shape. There is nothing wrong with you in this moment. Nothing to fix, nothing to hide, nothing to prove. Just a living being in a pause now. Pull the view back even farther. The room around you, calm and diam. The four walls holding a pocket of safety for you. The air still, protective. The night wrapped around the building like a heavy blanket. Nothing urgent, nothing demanding. The world can run without you for a little while. It's okay to leave it running. You are allowed to exit the control booth. You belong to something bigger than the worry, bigger than the calendar, bigger than the constant hum of what if. You belong to breath, to pulse, to warmth, to gravity, to night, and all of those things are still here. They don't disappear when you let go. They're waiting to catch you. So now, no more effort. Let the breath happen on its own. Let the body go liamp. Let the mind unspool in its own direction. If thoughts still pass through, let them pass. If images flicker, if fragments of tomorrow try to get your attention, place them on that quiet shelf and promise them morning, and return to the warmth in your chest. That steady ember, that quiet center. Stay with that. Or drift away from even that. If you like, you are close now. Very close. There is nothing else to do. Let yourself fall into the deepest part of the night, held by everything, asked for nothing, safe and gone. And as you begin to drift, if you haven't already, you may notice something gentle and familiar happening. Your thoughts are no longer lining up like sentences. They returning into fragments, sensations, little blends of memory and imagination. Not quite real, not quite dream. That is the bridge between space, where the brain loosens the grip, chemical by chemical, layer by layer, and lets you cross from waking into sleep. You don't have to hold on to me anymore. You don't have to listen closely. You don't even have to understand the words. You can just let them wash over you, like a voice heard through a wall, like slow water in a dark room, like something you don't have to follow. You are allowed to leave mid-sentence. You are allowed to disappear without saying goodbye. Your body already knows the rest of the way, and as you sink, I want you to notice how safe stillness can feel. Not dramatic safety, not loud safety, just quiet. The quiet knowing that in this moment you are not needed anywhere else. No one needs an answer from you. No one needs a decision from you. No one needs your attention. There is nothing on fire. There is nothing falling apart. All of that can wait until morning, and morning can handle it. You don't have to hold the earth together overnight. You are allowed to put it down. Feel what happens in your chest when you hear that. That tiny untie, that soft click of release. Good. Let that spread. Let that unfurl down the front of your body. Like fabric relaxing, let it move through your ribs, all the way down to your stomach. Your stomach does not need to brace right now. Your belly does not need to stay pulled in. You don't have to hold yourself in. Let that area go loose, warm, heavy. Your body is not being watched. Your body is not being judged. Your body is not being asked to perform. It's allowed to sigh amply be here, exactly as it is. Now let the same release drift lower down through your hips. Feel the weight there. Notice how gravity is quietly doing all the work for you. You don't have to hold yourself up. You are being held up. The mattress, the blanket, the surface beneath you. They're recarrying your full weight so you don't have to. You have full permission to hand it over. Let the heaviness slip through your thighs, your knees, your calves. Your legs are done for the night. They have carried you enough. Soft at the knees, loose at the ankles. Feet gently falling outward. Nothing left to support. Nothing left to move toward. Nowhere left to walk. This is the end of the hallway for today. This is the last stop. If there is still a small flicker of alertness somewhere in you, a little lookout on the watchtower, scanning for the next thing. Let us thank it. It kept you safe today. It kept you aware. It did its job. Let it come down from the tower now. Let it curl up somewhere warm and go quiet, too. You don't have to be on guard in this moment. You are not going to miss anything important. If something truly needs you, it will reach you. You don't have to keep yourself awake just in case. Your only job now is surrender, slowly, softly, completely. And if your mind tries to come back in and say, "But what about?" just tell it gently. I'll handle that in the morning. That's all. You don't have to solve the future at 2 a.m. You don't have to rewrite the past at 2 a.m. You are allowed to silently rest inside the present moment and let the present moment be nothing more than warmth, weight, and breath. And that breath is getting slower. You can feel it. Breathing in is a pull anymore. It's a glide. Breathing out doesn't feel pushed. It just spills, in and down, out and deeper, in like a tide, out like that tide, slipping back across smooth sand. And maybe you are already feeling it, that pleasant heaviness in the liambs, that quiet pressure behind the eyes, that little drop in the muscles around the mouth, that sense of drifting just below the surface. You are already descending. You are already leaving the bright surface world and easing into the DM blue underneath. Let yourself go a little lower. You don't have to stay near waking. Waking will still be there tomorrow. Right where you left it. Right now you are sinking into the deeper layer, the slow layer, the healing layer, and in that layer, the body does quiet work for you. Your heart rate settles into a calmer rhythm. Your blood pressure eases. Inflammation begins to cool. Your immune system moves through you, repairing, restoring, checking tiny places you never think about. Your brain, too, is already starting its nighttime rituals. clearing chemical buildup, sorting memories, letting go of what it doesn't need, gently protecting what it wants you to keep. You don't have to direct any of that. It's already happening. All you have to do is stay out of the way. That's a gift of now. You get to stop managing. You get to stop narrating. You get to stop being in charge. You get to just be, and even be is getting softer. You are less of a solid you and more of a slow field now. Warmth and pulse and float. Thought is slipping out of language and into dream texture. That's perfect. If you get a flicker of a scene, let it build itself. Maybe you are standing in a place you've never been, but it feels familiar anyway. Maybe you are watching a slow shoreline, or walking down a hallway that seems to go on forever, or sitting quietly in a sunlit room that doesn't exist, and yet you somehow remember it. Let that happen. Don't try to steer the story. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to hold on. Just let the scene continue without you. Let it carry you with it. You are allowed to fall asleep in the middle of a moment like that. You are allowed to drift off I am age, mid-sentence, mid. You are being carried now. Heavier, quieter, farther. You are almost completely gone from waking now. If there is any last layer of you still listening, still here with me, you can let that layer rest too. You don't have to keep listening. You don't have to stay. You can slide under. You can disappear into the dark warmth of your own body. You can sleep. Go, sink, rest. The night will hold you. Drifting now, you may start to feel something else, something softer than relaxation, something quieter than calm, something that feels almost like being gently included, not alone in a room, not alone in a body, but held inside something larger, like a rhythm you belong to without having to try. Your nervous system loves that feeling. It's ancient. It comes from a time, long before alarms and inboxes and calendars and light from little glowing screens. It comes from a time when safety was not a thought. It was a presence. Warmth nearby. Bodies nearby. Shared breathing in the dark. Your body still remembers that. On a level you don't have to consciously touch. You are wired to sleep best when you feel connected, supported, part of something safe. That's what we're going to lean into now. Not effort, not visualizing hard, not performing some perfect meditation, just remembering, quietly, that you are not separate from the world that's holding you. Right now, your body is being supported by the surface beneath you. You are physically in contact with the world. It's underneath you, unmoving, solid, loyal. You can let yourself notice that softness of support, that dependable pressure, the way the bed says, "I've got you," without words. Feel that. Feel how it allows you to let go of just a little more tension in your back, your shoulders, your jaw. You are supported. You can rest into support. Now, I want you to notice something even calmer. The air moving in and out of you, and the air around you. They read not different worlds. They read just one continuous field, breezing slowly in both directions. You draw the world in. You release yourself back out. There is no hard border. In, out. In, out. In, out. You are literally and quietly in exchange with everything around you. Not isolated. Not sealed. Participating. Your body knows how to do that without stress. Breathing is the most natural proof that you belong here. You are not borrowing space. You are part of it. Let that sink into your chest. No sharp edges. No pushing. Just a shared rhythm. You can rest in that. And if your mind, out of habit, tries to spin back toward planning, tomorrow's conversations, tomorrow's tasks, tomorrow's expectations, let me offer you something gentle. Those are Date-Amy shapes. You are not in a Date-Amy shape anymore. You are not in handle it mode. You are not in be strong mode. You are in be carried mode. Night. Self has different rules. Night self is not required to perform Date-Amy functions. Night self is allowed to sigh amply exist and be soothed. You are night self. Now, you can give yourself permission to let all Date-Amy versions of you power down. One switch at a TIA, like lights in a long hallway going dark behind you as you walk deeper and deeper in. First light clicks off. Movement. No more standing, walking, going, reaching. Attention. No more scanning the room. The phone, the mood of other people, the tone of every word. You don't have to track anything right now. You are allowed to stop monitoring. Third, performance. No more keeping it together. No more managing how you sound or how you look or how you come across. There is no audience in the dark. You do not owe expression. You do not owe composure. You are allowed to just be soft and unarranged. Click, click, click. Dark, quiet, safe. And you're still breathing, gently, rhythmically, naturally. You don't have to hold yourself together. Your body can hold you, and the space beneath your body can hold your body. Layer upon layer of support, all the way down. Let that sink in. See if you can let your hands become so relaxed that they don't feel like hands for a moment. They are just warm, heavy shapes at the ends of your arms. No job, no activity, no reaching, no typing, no scrolling, just warm, beautiful. Let that warmth spread from the hands into the wrists, then the forearms into the elbows, and up toward the shoulders. Your arms are done. They refinish for tonight. They are safe to release. If at any point your jaw wants to clench, just loosen your tongue. Let it rest a little heavier at the bottom of your mouth. You don't have to hold the tongue in position. You don't have to hold the mouth in position. Let the mouth fall neutral. Let the throat soften. Feel that? That little drop. That is your body sliding another step down. You are gliding now into the deeper layer where thoughts stop feeling like sentences and start feeling like colors. You are right on the edge of dream. And I want you to know something about that dream state you are drifting into. That's not random. Your dreaming brain is not nonsense. It's not chaos. While you sleep, your brain is gently sorting through emotion, taking sharp edges off anything that felt too bright, too loud, too intense today. It's softening it, filing it, wrapping it in padding, making it easier for tomorrow, you to carry. You don't have to relive it tonight. You don't have to fix it tonight. Sleep is already doing that work. Your only task is to allow access, and allowing is just another word for not fighting it. You are doing that already. You are doing perfectly. Feel the weight of your head. Notice how your neck doesn't have to hold that weight right now. You are supported. The back of the skull, the softness under it, the way everything lines up without effort. The body is quietly aligning itself into comfort. Trust that it knows how. And now I want you to sense, just faintly, the quiet comfort of connection, not in the loud, social way, in the biological way. Your heart is beating, and somewhere, in this same night, there are 1,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000 other hearts, all beating too, different rooms, different beds, different cities, different lives. Not people you have to think about, not people you have to caretake. Just other living rhythms, quietly existing alongside you. A planet of sleeping nervous systems, all repairing, all releasing, all softening their grip, just like you are. You are not the only one who is tired. You are not the only one who needs rest. You are not the only one putting the armor down. You are part of something bigger and quieter, a whole world exhaling at once. Feel how calming that is. You don't have to hold the night alone. The night is shared. Your rest is allowed because rest itself is part of how the world keeps going. Your softness is not a weakness. Your softness is maintenance. Your softness is intelligence. Let that settle. Good. Now, let us do one more deep body release before you drop all the way under. Gently, lazily, to your forehead. Smooth it. Knit the brow. Let the tiny muscles around your eyes go slack. Let the eyelids feel a little heavier. Let them rest without needing to open again. You are done looking. You get to be in darkness now. Darkness is not empty. Darkness is shelter wrap you. Now let that same smoothness melt downward across your cheeks, down over your mouth, down your throat, like warm light slowly pouring down the front of you, slow and syrupy and safe, down across your chest, down across your stomach, pooling in your hips, melting into your legs, and now your whole lower body, hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, is not tense, not braced, not ready to move. It's simply heavy. Heavy is good. Heavy is what the body does when it feels safe enough to let go. You are allowed to be heavy. In fact, the heavier you feel, the deeper you go. And you are going deep now. Your thoughts are diamming. Your limbs are fading from detail. Your sense of I am here in this room is softening into I am floating in warm dark, exactly where you are meant to be. And if any last thought tries to climb back up, something about tomorrow, or something from earlier today, you can give it a quiet answer. Not now. Not tonight is for repair. Tonight is for softness. Tonight is for safety. You can visit me in the morning, then let it drift away like a leaf on slow water. No chase, no argument, just release. And underneath all of that, listen. Hear how quiet it's getting. Outside sound, if there is any at all, is growing dull, rounded, distant. Inside sound, heartbeat, breath, is moving like a lull. You are right on the edge now, drifting between waking and sleep, the way twilight drifts between day and night. There is nothing more you have to do. You don't have to stay awake for the ending. You don't even have to hear the ending. You can fall asleep right here. You are safe to fall asleep. You're allowed to fall asleep. Your body knows how. Your mind is ready. The night is ready to hold you. Down and deeper and quieter and warm. Good sleep. And as you sink, as your awareness thins out like mist at the edges, I want to leave one last layer under you, something soft you can land on. A quiet truth. You do not have to earn rest. Your biology does not ask you to prove that you've done enough. Your nervous system does not ask you to justify feeling overwhelmed. Your cells are not keeping score. Your body is not withholding sleep as punishment. It's trying to give it to you. All day your body has been tracking temperature, light, posture, chemistry, tension, need. Quietly adjusting. Quietly asking in a voice so gentle you maybe didn't hear it. When is it safe to go soft? That moment is now. This is the first truly safe moment you've given yourself all day. No one needs you right now. No message is waiting for you right now. Nothing is on fire. Nothing demands your attention in this exact breath. If your mind tries to disagree, notice something simple. You are here, and nothing is actively happening to you. That is safety. Your body recognizes that long before your mind does. You can let your body lead now. You don't have to think yourself to sleep. You can just allow sleep to form around you, the way darkness forms around a candle after it goes out. Inhale, slow, and release. Longer out than in. Again. In and release. Let the exhale feel like a sigh you didn't get to finish earlier. Good. Your pulse has already started to slow. Your blood pressure has already started to ease. Your core temperature is already, quietly, drifting down. That natural cooling signal that tells your brain, it's aim. You're already coming straight into it. It's happening for you. And while that continues, you can let yourself feel. For a moment, the quiet way you are woven into everything around you, not in a mystical way you have to believe in a biological, physical way that is always true. Your heartbeat is responding to the safety of stillness. Your breath is syncing to your heartbeat. Your nervous system is syncing to your breath. Your muscles are syncing to your nervous system. Your thoughts are syncing to your muscles. All of you settling into one frequency. Coherence. And now extend that out just a little. In the softest way. The room around you is holding your weight. The air around you is moving with you. Gravity is cradling you. This planet is literally holding you to its surface. You are not floating through space alone, untethered, twisting. You are held to the earth, pressed into it with a gentle, constant embrace. You are anchored. You are home. Let yourself feel that anchoring in your hips, in the backs of your legs, in your heels. Heavy, supportive, not going anywhere. Safe. That word keeps coming back, and that's not an accident. Your body will not fall fully into deep, restoring, dream. Rich sleep until it believes there is safety. That isn't squeakness. That is wisdom. That's how you survived this long. So instead of trying to force sleep, you are giving your body what it needs to walk their own precious warmth, wait, quiet, permission. Sleep is not something you chase. It's something you let happen. And right now, you are letting it happen. Now, if a part of you is still just slightly awake, hovering at the doorway, keeping an eye out, that little guard dog part of your nervous system that sits up at the edge of the forest and listens, I want to talk to that part, gently. You've done enough. You've done beautifully. You stayed alert all day. You kept them moving. You kept them functional. You kept them polite and productive and presentable. You scanned faces. You watched tone. You tracked tension. You made sure they didn't fall apart in front of anyone who wouldn't have known what to do with it. You can lie down now. You can curl up by the fire. You can sleep. Nothing will fall apart if you rest. Nothing will break if you drift. You don't have to keep watch for them anymore. They re-safe. You are safe. It's okay now. Close your eyes. Good. And feel how, the moment that watchful part of you eases, the rest of you sinks a little deeper, like settling into warm water in slow motion, like lowering 2 inches further into the mattress, like disappearing into the dark in the most comforting way. You can let memories from the day dissolve now. You don't have to hold them. You don't have to narrate them. You don't have to replay conversations, or draft better replies, or relive moments you wish had gone differently. Nighty aim is not an editing booth. Nighty aim is an off switch. Whatever needs to be said can be said tomorrow. Whatever needs to be fixed can be fixed tomorrow. Whatever needs to be understood can be understood tomorrow. You don't have to carry analysis into sleep. You are allowed to hand it over. And your brain, this kind, overworked, loyal brain, will take it from you. Because while you sleep, your brain clears out waste products from your neural tissue, rinses away mental buildup, literally washes the mind. It seals in what matters. It lets go of what doesn't. It files and softens. It heals tiny scrapes you can feel. It protects you. You don't have to protect yourself from inside your own head right now. There is nothing in there you have to wrestle with tonight. You've delegated. That job is done. So now there is only warmth. Let us find that warmth. Find it low in the body, around the stomach, the center. That deep, steady little glow. Not adrenaline, just steady. Like the last ember in a fire. That ember is I am alive. And I am allowed to rest. That's seated. No drama. No story. Just aliveness. And permission. Stay with that for a moment. Feel how ample it is. Feel how quiet it is. Feel how slow it is. Now let that slow spread up through the ribs, like soft heat, and let it relax the space between each rib. A lot of tiny muscles live there, always working without you noticing. You can let them stop gripping now. That softness travels up into the chest, your heartbeat. Calm, breath, easy, throat. Open. Your chest doesn't have to hold tension tonight. It doesn't have to armor up. It doesn't have to carry the feeling it swallowed earlier, just to get you through. It can let that dissolve. Let your chest be wide and gentle, like a lake with no ripples. Now that warmth drifts across the shoulders. Those places that carry the invisible backpacks. Those places that sometimes aims ache, even when you didn't do anything. Let the warmth melt them. Feel the shoulders sink. Feel the back broaden. Feel the blades get heavier. Now down your arms again, into the elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingertips. Soft. So soft you barely feel where you end, and the blanket begins. You are blending with your environment now. You and the space around you are starting to feel like one thing. That's good. That is exactly what we want. Because separation is alertness. Soft merging is rest. You are merging. You are resting. Now that warmth drips down the spine like honey. Slow, thick, comforting, reassuring. Lower back loosened. Hips relaxed. Legs warm and heavy. Your thighs unwind, your knees unlock, your calves stop bracing, your ankles let go, your feet unfurl. You are done standing. You are done holding yourself upright. Gravity has you. All you are doing now is yielding and sinking and floating at the same TIA, and if you feel that gentle rocking sensation, that almost imperceptible sense of being slowly swayed, that's normal. That's your vestibular system loosening its grip. That's your body letting itself be carried again. The way you were when you were small and someone held you and walked and your whole system learned. This motion means it's okay. Sleep now. You are remembering that. It's still in you. Your body remembers safety older than language. You are in that memory now, and you don't have to stay awake to keep listening. From here forward, everything that needs to continue will continue without you. Your cells will do their repair. Your hormones will rebalance. Your nervous system will reset its sensitivity. So tomorrow, stress lands softer than today. Your mind will stitch together, meaning so you don't have to wake up carrying loose fragments. Your only role now is drifting, and you're already doing it. Your breath is shallow and slow. Your liambs are distant. Your thoughts are turning into quiet images instead of words. You are allowed to slip under. Go. Let your awareness fade the way a candle fades after you close the door. Down and down. And down into a sleep that holds you, restores you, and belongs to you completely. You are safe. You are supported. You are loved by the quiet machinery of your own biology. Let go. And now there is nothing left you have to do. No more IMHs, no more guidance. Just the soft hum of your body doing exactly what it knows how to do. You don't have to follow my voice anymore. You don't have to listen for the next cue. You don't have to pay attention. You can let my voice fade the same way the day already has. If any small part of you is still hovering, still peeking out from behind the curtain, still saying just a minute, I'll rest in a minute, you can tell it this, gently. It's already taken care of, because it is. Your breathing is steady now. Your muscles are heavy. Your awareness is floating just above dream. You are crossing that soft, blurred edge between being here and being gone. And it's okay to go. Let your thoughts dissolve into nothing specific. Let the warmth around you be the last thing you notice. Let your whole body fall all the way down into quiet. Sleep is here. Take it.